10 Best Qualities of a Great Company to Work For. What makes a company a great place to work? It's a question we often ask ourselves when trying to find a job or even make a shift in our lives. With an ever-increasing demand for employee satisfaction in the workplace, these 10 qualities are worth noting and adopting as best practices as well as to pursue. They are the critical difference between a thriving company on its way to success and one that is treading water to stay afloat. 1. Respect. One of the best characteristics of a good company is one where people care about one another and most importantly respect each other. Having respect is obviously a very important thing. If you have enough of it in your company, you can expect it to climb the stairs of success with ease. Ask people who have such an environment in their company and see if they have excelled. Their answer will surprise you. 2. People always communicate with each other. One of the best and most important qualities that you will find among these companies is that all of them communicate with one another regularly. Communication is in fact the best and only way to stay in touch with the people around you. Plus, it is also a great way to stay together. If you want to work for a company that helps you learn, share, and grow, you must always choose one where people communicate with one another regularly. Those who talk freely have the freedom of expression that is needed. 3. People give you honest feedback. A good company that has people who provide honest feedback is what everyone dreams of. Everyone wants to be surrounded by people who can give feedback that is real and sensible. If you ever find a workplace like this, don't ever leave them. People like this are always hard to find, so when you get a company that practices such a wonderful culture, become a permanent part of them and don't leave whatsoever. You are in for great benefits after working with them. 4. Leadership. The company you want to work with should also have good leadership as a part of their business. To make a business thrive, leadership thrives. The person you work with should be engaged, accountable, and performance-driven by paying more and better attention to all the businesses. In that way, it is also quite easy to identify the right owners who are so engrossed in their leadership work so that their business is free and floating with direction. This is also equivalent to trying to run a business by using a remote control. 5. Have a sense of commitment. Company culture can only become successful if they have a sense of commitment. People who work together and are committed to achieving a goal are always going to be more successful than others. Most importantly, those company cultures that have successful businesses can have a sense of commitment as they work towards it. 6. Good attitude and better ethics. Having a good attitude and ethics is also important in almost any company that you work for. To make your business successful, all business owners must be having the right attitude. Without this, it is absolutely impossible to motivate people and push them forward. Finkelstein had once said that a successful business depends on the people that we work with. These people should not just possess the right attitude but must also be able to work easily with others. Apart from that, you have to stay positive. Successful business owners are those who have to be ethical. Though it is easy to make short-term decisions that are unethical, they don't realize that the integrity of the entire company is hurt and at the same time makes them unhappy and unsuccessful. 7. Ambitious and willing to take risks. To become successful, the company should be motivated by a particular something that goes far beyond any financial success. Every owner and manager that you work with should be filled with love. They need to have a good idea about the business so that they pursue to work through the tough times. People who do businesses successfully tend to have owners who are passionate about this, are willing to take up the business, and encourage others to work harder. They should have a plan in mind, have goals already, and should be having meetings regularly to keep the company going. 8. The environment is always fun to work in. The environment you work in should always be a fun one. People here should be happy, energetic, and open. Those who can help in making a big difference are the ones you really need. They will help in changing the whole atmosphere of the company you are working in. Everyone wants to be surrounded by people who know how to have a good time. If you can find a company that has all the right people in it, then there is nothing like it. 9. The community spirit is essential. A good workplace is one in which the community spirit is present. If you are among people who make you feel like you are a part of their team, then you certainly are in the right place. Employees must feel like they are a part of some group where everyone has the same feelings and thinking. This is what we mean when we speak of community spirit. 10. Filled with the right people. A third quality is that the company should be filled with all the right people. You should in fact be surrounded by those who are loving and passionate. Companies that tend to hire people based on their work, resume, and experiences are not as successful as the rest. Emotional intelligence should always be considered in the hiring process. Happiness is contagious.